What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Chris here from TM32 and Fedora Gaming, and welcome to another episode of our Fire Emblem Fates Conquest playthrough. Before we begin, I wanted to give a quick announcement about the way these episodes will probably be set up going forward. If you've heard this information already, just click the little annotation that'll pop up somewhere around here, or find the time link in the description, and you can get straight to the video. Now, as most of you probably know, up to this point I've been doing one chapter per video. This includes the battle, all the story stuff before and after, support conversations, everything. Now, this has worked relatively well so far, and for the most part I've been able to put out a new video about 3 times a week. The problem is that these chapters are getting longer and longer and longer. The last episode was over 2 hours long, and the next chapter you're about to see took me more than 3 hours to get through everything. There are a lot of problems with this, for me and for you guys. I can't spend that many hours on a video 3 times a week, and more importantly, I can't expect any of you to sit and watch the entire thing in one sitting. So starting with this chapter, Chapter 8, I'm going to start breaking things up into smaller videos, roughly half an hour each. Depending on how long everything takes, this might mean that some videos are nothing but support conversations and story, and many of them will just be different parts of the same battle. The upside of this is that I'll be able to upload videos more frequently throughout the week, maybe even every day at times. That way you won't have to wait too long if there's a sudden cliffhanger or anything like that. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments, and without further ado, enjoy the video. What's up guys, Chris here from TM32 and Fedora Gaming. Welcome to another episode of our Fire Emblem Fates Conquest playthrough. In our previous episode, we went through the very first actual chapter of the Conquest storyline. You know, the first several chapters were the lead up, the tutorial section, as it were. But last video, we went through Chapter 7. Very difficult chapter, challenging chapter, very different change of pace from what we had been through in the previous chapters. But we made it through. We made it through with everyone alive on our first try, which I feel incredibly, I don't want to say proud, but it feels good. But it also feels scary, because if that's the first start, if that's the very start of the Conquest playthrough, what's going to happen when we get to the end? If we get to the end. Will we get to the end? So it is with slight trepidation that we continue on into the next chapter, into the next episode here. But first, we have some support conversations to get through. Several of them, by the looks of it. I don't want to deny those to you guys. Those of you who aren't playing through the game, support conversations are kind of a big deal. They're kind of important for the story, for building relationships with the characters, and also to get a sense of like who I should probably be pairing people up with. So let's get through these. Oh my, I have 3 of them. I thought I only had 1 earlier, but I've been messing around with the castle system since the previous video. Apparently I've had some conversations in my private quarters with Arthur and Effie, so I think I unlocked their support conversations that way. And then it looks like Effie has several of them as well, so it's going to take a minute to get through these, but so let's not waste any time. We'll start out with B rank for myself and Felicia. Oh no, she dropped the dishes? Or is this just like a ruse? Just a trap? Oh. She dropped the dishes on her face, apparently. Or maybe she dropped the dishes and then fell into them. Poor girl. Poor girl. That is pretty pathetic, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's one thing to not be good at washing dishes, but carrying dishes, I wouldn't... If you can't carry dishes around, I would be nervous trusting you with knives, which we've been doing. I'd be concerned that, you know, you'd trip and fall on your dagger and have a much bigger head injury. One that a little bit of ointment could not necessarily help you recover from. But she seems to do okay in battle, interestingly enough. We're practically family. Even though, you know, you're Also, technically my servant, I think. But yeah, there is the whole saving my life thing. Back in the previous episode. That was kind of a big deal. That was kind of a big deal. It's the least I could do. Wait, what? It's like, did you not remember what just happened in the last chapter? But this is a support conversation, so it has to make assumptions about where you are or are not over the course of the game. Oh, and of course it just blows past right past all of that and is just talking about something even before the start of the game. Apparently I am prone to life or death situations. That's kind of troublesome. I guess as a maid in training, you know, if you were just starting out, I guess it's not a big deal, but again, life or death situation, kind of important. Yeah, the normal way is to treat an illness. What are the abnormal ways, I wonder? Ice powers, that would be it. Of course, I was thinking something entirely different. So what, she just, like, blasted my face with cold to keep the fever down? Ah. Wait, so she was giving herself a fever? She was taking my fever away and giving it and putting it on herself. That's actually legitimately nice. And apparently dangerous. So, double the niceness, apparently. And of course we have to reprimand her for that, even though it happened several years ago. And even though I probably wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for her. But, you know, whatever. Gotta establish dominance, I guess, in this relationship. It's like, you saved my life! How could you? How dare you? How dare you risk your life for my sake? Wait, what? Yes, whatever do you mean, Miss Felicia? Or, okay. It's gonna be one of those secrets that we don't find out until, like, the next support conversation, or until I marry her, if I end up marrying her. Gotta go bye. Well, alrighty then. Next up, I guess we'll go Chris and Arthur. Me and Arthur. It's the sweet smell of justice. I don't know, man. It smells like pancakes. Burnt pancakes. Because Felicia's, you know, in the kitchen again. What other mission would there be, citizen? All missions are missions of justice. When you're Captain Nor, everything is about justice and dispensing justice and disbanding injustice. I didn't realize injustice could have a society. Like, you could create a society of injustice. But okay. Ne'er-do-wells. And I always participate in staring contests with evil. Could never say no to a good staring contest. It's like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be saying to you, Arthur, but I'm just gonna keep smiling and nodding my head and hope that you'll go away eventually. Just keep doing what you're doing, bro. Those teeth, though. Like, I still feel like Arthur's gonna be the first one to die. He's either gonna die or we're gonna leave him behind and just not use him at all, because I don't really have a... my playstyle doesn't really tend to suit warriors very well. He was attacked by birds on the way here and fell into a swamp again. That's what happened. I was hit by a couple of carriages. Not just one, a couple. I was hit by multiple carriages. Just one right after the other. Don't mind me, though. I'm totally fine. Oh, that face. That face is perfect. He's like Captain America mixed with a completely incompetent Batman. It's like he's a vigilante. He's a vigilante hero who just can't do anything right, apparently, and gets hit by carriages. Man has stamina, though. You can't deny that. Apparently, so do the townsfolk. Yeah, I think we covered that last episode. When his maps got stolen by birds. Multiple birds. I must go now, my planet needs me. Excuse me, my village needs me. Needs the medicine that I have, that I totally didn't steal from a neighboring village. Because I'm a hero, and heroes would do no such thing. Like I said, first one to die. Calling it. I'm gonna accidentally leave him out in the open. He's gonna get crit from full health, and he's gonna die. Alrighty. Next up, me and Effie, which is the one I'm actually looking forward to. Seeing as how she is potential waifu material. I say right as we see her stuffing her face. Perfect! Hosting a feast. It's like, no, it's just me. This is all for me. Gotta burn all them calories, man. Getting swole. It's like, no, seriously, it's all me. It's not like I have, like, 3 people hiding under my armor. Because this armor can't really do that. Could do that maybe with the Awakening armor. Previous game, that was big enough to fit 3 people. Just my lunch. no big deal. You know, this is one of 3 meals that I'm going to have over the course of the day, I'm sure. Like I said, burning those calories. Well, I'm on that new Hoshidan diet where you eat literally everything. And then you go murder people. Murdering people is a good source of burning energy, burning calories. It's excellent. I highly recommend it. I don't actually recommend it. I kill and then I eat, and then I kill and then I eat. This is all I do. This is my life now. Sometimes I kill and eat at the same time. It's more efficient that way. Oh, backstory time. Yes? No, it's too late in the conversation to have backstory time. That'll be next conversation. She's gonna pull an Arthur and a Felicia and everything else, just like, hey, I'm gonna bring up something actually legitimately interesting and then disappear before I actually tell you anything about it. Nope, see ya. Yep. Called it. I would tell you this story, but I need to actually stuff my face for the next, 3 hours. And then go murder more people. No problem, continue your feasting. I feel like all of her support conversations are probably going to involve food. Alright, who's next? Elise and Effie. I have no idea how this is going to go. I'm still eating, though. Like, I was just talking to Chris, and he's just like, fill me in on this interesting backstory of yours. And I'm just like, go away, I'm eating. I can't eat and walk at the same time. I could eat and kill people at the same time. I can't eat and walk at the same time. I just need to stand there with, a mutton chop in one hand and my spear in the other. I'll let you in on a little secret, Elise. I'm always eating. I'm always hungry. And Elise just has the... It's like, how dare you eat in front of me? How dare you eat in front of your princess? Yeah, take it easy, even though you're my retainer and my life depends on your ability to protect me. Nah, training, you can't train too much, though. Can't train too much. Gotta take it easy. Gotta relax. Put your feet up. Not worry about it. Take it easy, man. It's like, did you not see all of those faceless you murdered in the previous chapter? You're good. You're golden. You're set. So you can already break every other human being here in half. She actually says that in one of her private quarters conversations. It's like, yeah, I'd give you a massage, but I'd probably end up breaking you in half. So I won't do that. It's like, cool, okay, whatever. I like my back being not, split in two. It's like, I only want you to be able to protect me from some things. You don't need to protect me from everything. Girl has a point. Girl has a point. If you're stuffing your face with, thousands upon thousands of calories, Might make you a little sluggish. At least it makes most humans, normal humans, a little bit slow to react. Like I said, I can't walk and eat at the same time. I can kill people as long as I can just stand there. I can eat and kill people at the same time. Just if you ask me to move, it's a little bit difficult. Just, you know, push me in front of the enemies, put me in front of a bottleneck in the path or something like that, and they'll all die. Just don't ask me to move around anywhere. Just roll me around. That's great. She needs to be on a horse. Solve all of her problems. She can eat as much as she wants. She can rely on the horse for transportation. She'd be an unstoppable death machine. I hope she can upgrade into a Great Knight. I think she can. I mean, that's what the knights you should be able to go into. It's either generals or Great Knights. Great Knights are on horses. We'll walk together some other day. Except, probably not, because you're always eating. That was actually kind of a sad conversation. It's like Effie's just abandoning her duties indirectly because she's stuffing herself in order to actually, you know, do her duty. And I think Arthur and Effie is the last one. Greetings, armored citizen! Like, no, everything's fine. Lady Elise is okay. Something entirely different. It's like, haha! Yes. No. Maybe? Haha! False alarm, never mind. Haha! That grin is going to wear on me after a while. Arthur with the BuzzFeed clickbait references. Lady Elise is perfectly fine, but what I say next may shock and disturb you. Lady Elise is so okay that she's actually not okay. She is too okay. That's a problem. You've let yourself go, Effie. You know, you're overeating, starting to get a little, you know, how should we say, rotund? Captain Obvious, Miss Effie. Let me, like, you know, finish your thought, get to the point so I can eat more. What? That's a new face. I think that's a new face we've seen from Arthur. Either that or it's from a different angle. I'm not guarding Elise well enough. That's my problem. I know, shocking. You know, being the hero in this story. The hero of every story. I can see how you might be, you know, somewhat surprised by that fact. But I can be even more awesome! If only I learn your secrets. The secret is eat everything. Eat everything and stop getting hit by carriages. And accosted by, village defenders. Aww. Elise and Effie are BFFs. How sweet. Except he's not actually a hero, because that's a class, right? And I don't think he's going to be able to go into that class. It warms my ears. Never heard that one before. Yeah. Arthur himself is legit afraid that he's going to be the first one to go. My heroism is not enough to withstand the hard mode difficulty. I'm afraid of perma-dying. I think Effie is like the Fire Emblem equivalent of One Punch Man or something like that. You gotta just walk 10 miles a day, do a whole 100 jumping jacks, 100 push-ups, and then eat everything on the planet. Look forward to battling to the... Wait. Sorry. Force a habit. Is that not what everyone says? To the death of my energy. Yes. Haha! Poor choice of words. Haha. Okay. We have friends now, and our friends have friends. And we have good friends. We have a good friend with Felicia, which is not surprising in the slightest.